Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and I used the Chakra Insight cards to help me with that. And you have some interesting combination of them, and I had to really spend some time with Spirit to try to get the whole message, but it's pretty interesting. So you have the base chakra. And so the base chakra is about that foundation, that it's also about physical activity. And Virgo is all about getting yourself healthy, then finding that work-life balance, taking care of yourself, making sure you get to the doctor, or you're keeping your dental appointments, that kind of foundation, but also setting the foundation and taking action for a plan that brings about financial stability for you and security in that sense that you have it all. And then with that came these very interesting cards, right? It just seems so far away from that. And yet, when I spoke with Spirit, it was this. Using your intuition, listening to the insight, spending time in meditation, because I don't know if you can see, but it's a person sitting in meditation. So if you have not started a meditation practice, now would be a really great time. And it's the understanding, it's the awakening, it's the awareness, it's the self-evaluation of where you are and where you're going, and then listening for the messages and what resonates. With this cello here, it's the deep resonance of the sound. So as you're playing across the strings, it's such a big space. It's this it's the big black empty space inside that reverberates out the sound, the quality of the sound. I'm reading this book called The Sophia Code, and one of the things is that it is in that space, that dark womb, where all creation starts. And so here's your chance to see what resonates for you, what awakens you, what reaches into your soul that helps you set the foundation for where it is that you're going and what you're doing. Really heavy, but it doesn't surprise me. We have a full moon coming up on the 13th or the 14th, depending where you live, in your sign. And so things that you started 6 to 18 months ago should be coming home to roost, should be reaching some sort of a conclusion to build on, to move forward. Really, really powerful energy for you. And so let's see what else we get here for guidance. Meanwhile, I would like to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, for comments, for helping me to grow my channel. I really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, or if you would like to subscribe and you want notification of when I upload my videos, be sure to hit the notification bell. That's how you will know. I will be doing a full moon reading. I will also be doing the bi-weeklies, and then the random occasional randomness readings that I like to do. Wow. I want a little more guidance on that. Okay, let's do this. This is going to be, intense. I could tell already. The cards are they have a lot of energy coming off of them right now. So you have this World card. You have the World card. It is a major ending. That's that full moon energy. That doesn't surprise me at all that came up. But this energy, it's the Three of Swords. It's a hard ending. It's a hard ending, and you are being offered intuition and guidance right now, and you're not paying attention. And that's why you have the Insight card that came up. That's why that Deep Resonance card came up. You are maybe, I hate to use the word, wallowing a little in your sadness. And I'm not saying that it's not deserved, that it doesn't hurt a lot, but this ending is what is going to clear space and create opportunities for the future. And so you working through it, allowing it to pass through you. Accepting offers of friendship, of support, of emotional support in your intuition. This almost feels like Spirit is bringing in information in that bottle of water. That's what it feels like to me. So paying attention to your intuition so that you know what to do next, seems really important. And so I wanted to know, what was the next step? Because we have an ending. What's next? Because those other two cards don't look like beginning cards. And so you have the Two of Wands. This is your opportunity. This is your choice. You get to decide where you go from here. See, we have the World card here for the ending. And look, there's a smaller World card ahead of you. So what do you want to do? What do you want to create for your new beginning? Right? It's up to you. You have a choice. He is the drummer, right? The drummer sets the beat. He sets the tone. He sets the rhythm. You are creating all of this for yourself. You allow yourself to work through the grief, but don't wallow. Because look what else is coming. The Nine of Cups, emotional satisfaction. What is moving out of your life needs to make room for the joy, to make room for the happiness. What do you want to create? This emotional satisfaction. So it'll be really important. Wow, I have the chills so much. It'll be really important for you to pay attention to your intuition, to follow the guidance. What resonates deep within you as spiritual guidance? It is that deep creation, the dark womb, the area for you to create what you want. That's where you're at. And so the seeds of intention that you planted with that new moon, and you still have time to do it if you haven't done it already, allow the time for it to grow, the 6 to 18 months, okay? Don't expect overnight change. You don't have the magical beans, right? You're not planting the magical beans of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's going to take time. It's going to take adaptability. It's going to take nurture. It's going to take caring. It's going to take giving it what it needs. But first, it's going to take a commitment from you to make a choice, to make a decision, to create the stability and the balance, the security, the base chakra. And so I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom, breaking barriers. What is ending needs to end. I'm expanding into joy and freedom. You're moving forward. It's not a loss. It is the removal of something that didn't work. Now, I can't tell exactly what arena this is in because it's in the house of you. So it could be a job, it could be a family situation, it could be a romantic situation, it could be a living situation like this community you've lived in for a long time. It's time to move on because it's holding you back. It's not fun, whatever. You're expanding into joy. You're expanding into joy and freedom. You're breaking through the barriers. So allow yourself to get into the flow of spirit and allow that to happen. The moon is going to move into Scorpio on Tuesday, and that's a fellow water sign. And for you, that is your house of higher learning, knowledge, communication with spirit, travel. It's a beautiful energy, but you have a choice. You have the choice there. And it says dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. You have a choice, so it's time to make a choice. It's time. You're breaking the barriers. Dive in. Take the risk. Let the crap go. You don't need it. What you want wants you. But you gotta make a move. If you start moving in that direction, spirit will help you. Okay, we want that one. That was crazy. Let's just see if there's any other ones. Oh, passion. Oh my gosh. Move forward with passion. Chase your passion. Be passionate about what you want. Set the rhythm, set the tone, set the beat for your life to bring about this emotional satisfaction. And you have healer. You're healing. You are a natural healer. You have the ability to heal others and the ability to heal yourself. Allow the healing to happen. And move forward with passion. Dive into this new opportunity to create what will bring you joy and happiness. Joy and freedom. What are you releasing yourself with this full moon that's coming up? Releasing yourself so that you can allow the joy and the freedom to come in. And then the moon on Saturday the 7th, it moves into Capricorn. So for you, we're talking your 10th house of career, So if this is the ending of a career situation, I can totally see where that could happen here based on these cards. It's an opportunity to move on. Oh, look at this. Okay. So you have the mountain, which is an obstacle. It's Capricorn. It's about overcoming obstacles. It's about ambition. It's about overcoming obstacles, like making the decision, I'm going to do this. It's about listening. Listening more than you're speaking, listening to your intuition, listening to the help and the guidance of others. What resonates with you? What resonates with you? And then making the commitment to yourself, to the situation, to the future, releasing what doesn't work and moving forward, allowing yourself the opportunity to create the joy and the limitless opportunities ahead of you, following your passion, allowing yourself to heal. Sunday night, the energy is such that if you are a night owl, it could be very productive for you to stay up. But don't allow yourself to stay up worrying about things. If you have monkey brain going on, write it down. Write it down and release your fears. Do a burning ceremony when we get to the full moon on Friday. So if you're staying awake on this Sunday night, start your list of things that you're worried about or whatever. So that when we get to the full moon on Friday or Saturday, you can burn them and turn them over to spirit and let them go. Okay? Don't hang on to that stuff. There's an opportunity on Monday when that moon moves into Libra to really kind of be up in your head a little. You might feel a little cloudy, a little airheaded, a little spaced out, but it's an opportunity to figure out how to promote like an out-of-box thinking way to promote what your next steps are. The moon is in Aquarius, and that is a really great opportunity to be clever in your thinking, to think of something you haven't ever thought of before. Oh, and you're being asked to pick your battles wisely. That is not the first one that got that. I'm trying to remember who else had it. Stand up for yourself. Picking your battles wisely doesn't mean not battling. It means if it's something worth fighting for, have the fight. For goodness sakes, don't be silent when you need to speak up, okay? But don't be all upset and emotionally imbalanced because all the stuff is going on and snap at people unnecessarily. That's not a wise battle. A wise battle is one in which you need to speak up, speak your truth, allow it to resonate out. Yes, you may need to have this confrontation, or maybe it's just unnecessary drama. So think carefully before you speak. With the moon in Aquarius, words tend to tumble out of people's mouths whether they want them to or not. So be very cautious that you want what is going to be said to be said. And so let's get a little guidance on that moon in Pisces. Now, the moon in Pisces is at 21 degrees and 6 minutes, or 5 minutes, I guess it is. Which puts it in the 28th mansion, which is all about that moment where you are awaiting the change. So we have Demeter with the moon in Virgo, where she's got that 6 months where she has to wait for her daughter Persephone, and Persephone shows up here in the 28th mansion where she's waiting to return back to her mother. And so there's a bit of a waiting, but with that moon in Pisces, it's also about Ishtar. And Ishtar says, pick up your courage, pick up your knowledge and your wisdom and your healing energy. That's what the snake is. Wisdom, healing, transformation. And confidently step forward. You're taking your courage with you. So be willing to leave behind what isn't working and be willing to move forward to create the joy and the opportunity. So it's time to take action and surrender to the divine. Release to the divine but it's not working. You have the full moon here, right? Release and surrender it. And then you have this new moon in Aries. So we're hot on its heels. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. It's time to take action. It's time to make some changes. It's time to confidently move forward. It's time to release. Okay, it's the end of a big cycle. Release the heartache. Release the boredom. Release the emotional dissatisfaction and start creating and breaking the barriers and moving yourself forward so that you can create the joy and happiness in your life that you totally deserve. So you have Thor's red, black, and gold dragon, which protects you in times of change. It is a time of change. And you are protected. The dark blue galactic dragon helps you to listen to the voice of the universe. They are trying to bring you information. Pay attention. The information is right there. You have the rose pink dragon, which prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. And that's the healing energy. That's the healing that's going to take place. I am so lightheaded right now. There is so much energy swirling around me. Spirit really wants you to understand they are here to support you, to help you heal, to guide you. But they can't do anything if you don't do something first. You have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. You have to surrender what's not working and move forward. They can't make you. You have free will. I think you know what you need to do to move toward that happiness. Now you have to do it. You need to take that first step. And you have the white gold dragon from Lyra, which connects you to the highest Christ light. That's the Sophia light. That is that dark room space where you can create. You are being invited to move forward. And there's Pisces, I want to grab you by the hand and lead you out of whatever this is into, but I can't. Nobody can. You have to do this for yourself. So if it helps, okay, yes, if it helps, visualize. Imagine yourself, your higher self, taking your small inner child that seems to be afraid to make this choice, to make this change, and holding your hand and leading yourself up out of there. Make the decision, make the commitment to yourself. No one can do this for you. You have to do this. So you have Copyright, which is I am healthy and strong thanks to physical movement and exercise outdoors. That's that base chakra being touched on. In Black Obsidian, I pay attention to what's going on around me and within me. I am attentive. So this is lots of Virgo energy showing up here. Physical activity, paying attention to detail. In Golden Topaz, I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I break barriers with joy and enthusiasm. I'm making choices with joy and enthusiasm. The path is shining before me. It'll light up. Okay, so I just saw in my head Indiana Jones when he's supposed to take that leap of faith, right? And he throws the dirt out into space across the cavern, and all of a sudden the bridge shows up. He took an action, and then he saw the bridge. The path will light up before you, but you have to take the first step. Nobody can do that for you. All right, Pisces, that's a big assignment. You can do this, though. I know you can. I will see you back here soon. We'll have a big full moon reading, which never turns out to be what I ever think any of these things are about. So whatever Spirit wants to bring up, we'll talk about then. And I will see you in 2 weeks for the bi-weekly and maybe another time. So be sure to hit the notification bell and we'll chat soon. You take care and you take that first step. You can do this.